Now, before Deputy Dunn's death last August, the last loss in the line of duty in Cascade County was on September 7th, 1994, when a member of the Great Falls Police Department was killed in downtown Great Falls. Ben Kaplan has the story on that as well.
It has been over 20 years. Time goes by fast.
There's a park off Washington Avenue in Chester that cars drive by all the time. But 81-year-old Virgil Chadwick stops almost every single day to check in on his son.
I go down and check the park, make sure his picture's hanging straight from railroad tracks. With love and respect, Chester High School class of 1983.
Shane Chadwick was Virgil and his wife Helen's only child, lost in the line of duty more than 20 years ago now at the age of 29.
I get a phone call at 4:30 in the morning telling him he's been shot. And I just knew it wasn't good. But we went to Great Falls to the hospital and they told us that he didn't make it.
Shane is gone, but certainly not forgotten. Like the park, when you walk down the halls of Chester High School, Shane is there too, in the class of 1983 photo, and in several yearbooks, like this one. He's on the football team, and on these trophies for basketball and track. Sarah Temple is the counselor here. Her son Ryan won the scholarship that Chadwicks give out to 2 seniors every year in memory of their son Shane.
It was a real honor for him because of who Shane was, and to be able to have that connection to him, just to be chosen by the Chadwicks to be a recipient was a real honor for him.
It's still with me today. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about it in some form or fashion.
90 miles from Chester, Great Falls Police Detective Lieutenant Robert Moccasin remembers he was at the scene in the hours after Chadwick was shot several times by 48-year-old Bobby McDonald. Chief Bowen was there too. A senior officer at the time, he worked the same shift. Bowen happened to be off that night, but was called in after Officer Chadwick went down.
I ended up on a perimeter post and ultimately heard the shot that our sniper took that disabled the suspect. But when we found out at that point that Shane in fact had been killed, I don't know if I can describe that. Just that sinking feeling of losing one of your own is, it hurts.
Now there's a memorial that looks out over the city, the ground Chadwick helped protect, to remember his sacrifice, along with the others who have lost their life protecting Cascade County.
This is our brother. He might not be with us, but he served here. He protected this community.
Our last stop is several hundred miles away at the National Memorial in Washington, D.C. Shane's dad, Chief Bowen, and Lieutenant Moccasin have all visited in person, saw, even felt the name of a son, brother-in-arms, and a friend who was taken from them too soon.
To see his name there, you know, just to be able to touch it, know that he will forever be remembered there. I
was there last year in June and was able to finally go to where his name was and take that etch on my own.
It was great, really. The wife felt a little better. We'll probably go back and look at it, see if it changed any, but ain't gonna make that trip.
So the one he makes every day to the park will do. A loving father checking up on his son. Shane might have died more than 20 years ago, and while time allows people to forget some things, so many have made sure that Virgil Chadwick's son won't be one of them.